hear recently a lot is saying a man would change for the right woman. I've been hearing this statement so much, like, if he ain't changing for you, then you're not the right woman for him. But I want y'all to understand that, and why I feel like this is a whole bunch of BS. Here's the thing. Every woman that a man decides to be in a committed relationship with, this is not decides to have sexual relationships with, this is not decides to be in a little situationship with. Every woman that a man decides to be in a committed relationship with, that man thought that she was the right one. Most men is not going to give up their singleness for a woman they don't feel like is the right woman. And women, every time you agree to be in a relationship with a man, it's because you felt you were the right woman, right? Everybody.
Now I want to add my 2 cents. When men and women start a relationship, it could be any number of reasons. Somebody can give up being single for a season because they want to test the waters. They want to see what's out there, who's out there, why is out there. They want to see if they got it again. If they already, some people may just be stepping out of a divorce or out of a long-term relationship, so they may be thinking to themselves, do I still got it again? Do I got what it takes? Do I have what it takes? People start relationships for so many different reasons. Now, all these experts on social media giving their 2 cents, they speak in such generality to make it seem like everything applies to everybody all the time. People start relationships for so many different reasons. And yeah, I think it was Steve Harvey who came up with that statement that a man would change for the right woman or some nonsense. Well, his woman hasn't changed for the right man. I'm just saying, people who like to give advice to other people should check their something. It's like, don't you be throwing stones at people's relationship if you know you're living up in a glass house. Like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith recently, they've been divorced for 6-7 years. Meanwhile, they're sitting on the red table talk, giving advice and telling other people how to live their life and run their marriages and their family. When all in all, they were living in a scam, make-believe, playhouse marriage. Anyway, they're from Hollywood, so what we expect? How can we even expect anything from Hollywood to be real when everything about Hollywood is fake? Before I digress, I come back. And Steve Harvey and this man, other people saying that the man will change for the right woman. Nah, the man will change when he is the right man, or he don't gotten hurt around and play around. He don't reach a certain age and he realize he want to settle down. He can look for the right woman and settle down with. Because men can have the right woman, but it is not the right time, because he himself is he still is a little boy and he still wants to play his games and sleep around or still think he got it. But listen to what my one brother here has to say.
Thinks that this is the right pairing until their behaviors doesn't change. See, that man has waited to be inspired by the right woman to have corrective behaviors over his loins, over his morality, over his ethics, and then he finds out that no matter how good that woman is, no matter how spectacular, how beautiful, how motivating that woman is, she is not enough to change his license to not do the internal work. Guess when that man will change, right?
And yes, my brother there's something he's saying that is absolutely true. So, ladies, because many times society will put the pressure on the woman that, the man will change for the right woman and yada, 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 yada. But it doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how you can do it in bed, give it to you, however, none of those things matter, because look at people like Halle Berry. She was cheated on, she was abused, she been through how many divorces. And look at Kim Kardashian. Some of you consider her to be whatever you want to consider her to be, beautiful, whatever. How many failed marriages does she have beneath her belt? And the list can go on. And so it got nothing to do with looks or how well you are in bed, how good you cook, how bad is your cooking, how pretty you are, how ugly you are, how smart you are, how rich or famous you are. Any of those things got nothing to do with whether you will keep a man or whether a man will keep you. Because if that man himself, if he is not mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially mature and secure enough, you can be the cream of the cream. Is it cream that I claim? You know the right word. You can be the best of the best. You can be the supermodel. You can be beautiful, smart, intelligent, have your own money, talented and everything. And you can come and hit and run. Or is it hit and miss? You get the point. So would you stop giving women this false hope that the man will change for the right woman. There are men there who have the best woman, and they mess about and lose you. And then sometimes after they lose you, if you give them a chance again, that's when they will realize to want to change. But that changing is still a decision they made on their own, and it's not because of you.
Change his habits, his behaviors, his outlooks. And what we have done with men, and sometimes and relative to women as well, we have given them a license to not do the internal work. Guess when that man will change, right? After he leaves you. After you leave him or he leaves you, he fumbles the bag with you, then he's inspired to change. You know why? Because now he's heartbroken. Now he's experienced what it feels like to deal with consequences. Now he knows how it feels to let one get away. And now he's motivated to change his behaviors prior to meeting another woman. That man didn't change because he magically met the right woman. A lot of times he changed because the right woman left him. The right woman ain't there no more. He fumbled that bag, and now he doesn't want to do it again. So for fellas that are watching right now, sometimes you don't get second or third or fourth chances with the right woman, and you thought you was gonna get that. Sometimes, matter of fact, most times, you gotta have your stuff all the way together before you approach her. Trust me, take it from me. I've fumbled the bag with a woman before. It is the worst feeling in the world. But what leads to that is us thinking that our behaviors will change predicated on someone else. What that does is, what we do is outsource the blame, right? And the responsibility. Only you can fix your infidelity issues, brother. No matter how great this woman is, if you're not a faithful man before you meet her, you won't be faithful in that relationship. No matter how great this woman is and how peaceful she is, if you are a chaotic person on the inside, this relationship won't work. Understand that. And the reason I'm directing this to men is because, and I know, ladies, y'all about to hate what I'm about to say, but you got to let me say what I need to say to these men, right? The reason, boy, what is going on with my Facebook? Okay, hold on one second. The reason I'm directing this to men is because I hold you in a position of leadership. And I know it's 2021, so ladies, before you get down my throat, and I know some of y'all want to be leaders inside y'all relationships or co-leaders, 50-50, cool. But for the other women, I know you expect a man that comes in your life to be a leader also. And so what I'm saying is, brother, in order to be an effective leader, you have to lead yourself prior to getting a relationship with her. Period. You have to lead yourself to therapy. You have to lead yourself to the doctor's office. Make sure your mental health your physical health is in shape. Your STD health is in shape. You have to lead yourself to the church or the synagogue or the mosque or the Kingdom Hall and make sure your spirituality is together. You have to lead yourself places first. You have to lead yourself to a job, and lead yourself there every day to get your
I love exactly what this brother is saying. You got to lead. Many men today, they talk about women are too masculine and they're looking for feminine women and blah, blah, blah. But you want to be a leader, then you have to lead all the way. You have to lead in your finances. You have to lead in your health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, emotional health, financial health. You want to be a leader, you think you're just going to wake up with all your mess, and then with all your mess going on the inside of you, and then you look for somebody else and you invite somebody else in your mess. You call it relationship and marriage, and some of you need to be in a mental institution. Some of you need to go and be on some pills or get off some pills or stop mixing up your pills on some alcohol. Then you want to stay there complaining, talking about women too masculine, women are in control. My friend, you want to lead, start leading the way in everything. Start leading yourself, like the man said, go to check the doctors. Some of you never gotten the physical in your whole life. But you're sleeping around all over the place. But then you say you want to be the leader. Your credit score is so bad, but you want to be a leader. Your also health, maybe you're overweight or out of shape, or you got diabetes or something. but you say you want to be the leader. You think leader just mean you get a girlfriend, get a wife, and you just set them and just boss them around, tell them what to do, and they submit and bow their heads to you? You think that what being a leader is? When you're out of shape, you're out of breath, your finance is whack, your health, emotional, physical, everything is out of whack. You don't control yourself in any of those areas. You don't lead yourself in any of those areas, or you think you can lead a whole other human being and be the head of another human being, when you don't even head your own life. My friend, who you playing with? You joking, my friend?
Yourself to get some life insurance. You gotta lead yourself into the bank to be able to get a mortgage for a home. You gotta lead yourself before you lead her. You gotta lead yourself to college so you can educate yourself. You gotta lead yourself to a book on relationships, on love, on love language before you decide to lead her. Your problem is you now want to be a leader once you got a woman, but you weren't a leader in your single life.
Thank you.
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You weren't a leader when you were single. Brothers, I want you to be a leader while you're single. Lead yourself.
You see, the problem is most of them don't lead themselves when they are single, because when they are single, instead of them working on themselves, instead of them getting a book to read and work on themselves and develop themselves, they are using their time of being single to sleep around, to see how many women they can sleep with, to see how many numbers, how many women they can bag, how many wigs they can knock off, so they can have a bragging right to say they slept with this many women, not knowing they're just collecting and spreading STD, sexually transmitted demons and sexually transmitted diseases. That's all they have been doing their single life. Now when they finally meet a nice young lady they want to settle with, now they want to lead her, but they couldn't even lead themselves. So during your times when you are single, spend some time and begin to develop yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. I know this applies to both men and women, but at this moment, this video is talking to men. So calm down. I will have a video for the women next.
So, take a walk. Mental health is, your physical health is in shape. Your STD health is in shape. You have to lead yourself to the church or the synagogue or the mosque or the kingdom hall and make sure your spirituality is together. You have to lead yourself places first. You have to lead yourself to a job, yo. And lead yourself there every day to get your finances together. You got to lead yourself to get some life insurance. You got to lead yourself into the bank to be able to get a mortgage for a home. You got to lead yourself before you lead her. You got to lead yourself to college so you can educate yourself. You got to lead yourself to a book on relationships, on love, on love language before you decide to lead her. Your problem is you now want to be a leader once you got a woman, but you weren't a leader in your single life. You understand me? You weren't a leader when you were single. Brothers, I want you to be a leader while you're single. Lead yourself. Take care of yourself. Be in tip-top health. Get your finances together. Get your communication skills together. Lead you before you try to lead her. And sisters, please expect a man to be a leader from the get-go. Because a lot of you all are falling into traps thinking that you got that goodness that's going to change this zero into a hero. You think it's something special about you. You say to yourself, I know he's been this way to all the other girls in his life, but for me, no, never. He will never do me that way. You always think you so special, don't you? That this man won't do what he's always done to all the other women he's been with you. Because it's something different and something special about you. It ain't until you get in that relationship that you figure out that it ain't. And even if you are special and that's special, you're not special enough to change who a person wants to be. You understand me? So fellas, prepare yourself and be a leader prior to meeting her. Ladies, expect that from the get-go. And quit thinking you can flip and change a man. Thinking you can change a man will lead you to more heartbreak and disappointment. Trust me. Period. With the young, period, boo-boo. Is that what the young people say? So what I need you to do is expect that from the get-go. And quit talking. You're bidding against yourself. Like, you keep taking less and less and less, and I get it. It's hard out here. I get it. But this is why this is a two-person problem. And sisters, the last thing I'm going to say is this message just ain't for men. It's for you, too. You keep thinking to yourself, and this is the biggest thing. Hey, fellas, share this video because I'm about to tell a point y'all want me to tell. You keep thinking, I just need a man that can handle me. Handle what? Handle what? You keep thinking your little attitude gonna be solved by finding a man that can handle you.